Hello everyone, I am in the process of multitasking this holiday season, so I decided to hit you guys up with a video. And like most times I'm trying to like sit someplace and be someplace and all this other stuff is real essence. And what I recognize is it's like that's time consuming, and I'm about to go through this list and tell you why. Because I'm coming to you with like 10 things. I'm not even gonna say top 10 things, like the top 10 things right now on the top of my head that you kind of just need to know about when you're doing what you do over here. Like if you're trying to prepare to come over here and you're like, you know what, I wish I had this. Number one, you have the relocation into Rwanda course. Like if you're going to My Cousin Connection, we still have all that stuff available for you. It helps out so much. You definitely need to get it. But I'm just gonna try to shoot to you like these, and you're gonna wonder where I'm at. I'm in a parking lot. Why? Because I see it. It's on the list, so keep on listening. All right, so no particular order, but number 10 on my list is that you're going to get here and people are going to talk to you and you're going to see so many different things, and everybody pretty much has like land or a business, and so everybody is looking for an investor. Not everything is an investment opportunity. Trust and believe. Go ahead and use all your instinct, because what I have really come to recognize is there is a big difference between an investment and a loan. And mostly everybody is really asking for a loan. They just want some money to do more things, but they know they need to promise you something in return. So don't come in here like, oh, everything's an investment. Nah, there's investment opportunities. You should invest in the continent, but like there's a whole, like honestly, there should be a course like this is how you need to be. Dr. Harriet, I think she does a lot of stuff like that, but this is who you are as an investor just because you do this. And like also, if there was like an investor course, I would almost treat that course like they taught us like girls in the church, where they be like, your goodies, hold them down tight and don't let everybody come close to the goodie jar. You are golden. Like you need to teach the investors to be like that too. Like your money, you put that down tight, lock it up, let them court you. Go look at the financials, look at the potentials, and then even in your contract, know where you have to be boss or not. And I said this before, I had another one. If you're an investor out here, you're going to be a CEO. Like, there's very rarely a time that I have seen somebody in at least Rwanda come and just put money down and be able to be hands-off. Like, I feel like it's a hands-on situation no matter what it is. Like, you own it, you own it. All right, so that was number 10 on the list. And so it's just investments versus loan. Like, know the difference, because mostly everybody is looking for a loan, and they'll ask for money, but they still want to be 100% in charge of the process. And also, this is like a sneak peek, so this is like 10B. If you're doing business or whatever, like make those contacts and connects before you actually register for your business license. Like go and meet these people, go do all this stuff and everything else, because once you reach your business license, like bam, you're on the clock for RRA, you're on the clock for taxes and all that other stuff. So you want to go ahead and like knock on doors and make sure opportunities there and they present themselves. You know, scour the Facebook page, which is Living in Kigali. Like, expect there's one that's like 20,000 people. I would just scour that. Not saying that's the end all be all, but just like ideas or stuff people, you know, just scour like market research, because people have said, oh, you can't invest in here, and I don't think that's true. I think you can, but you have to be realistic about what you're investing, what you're doing, and what you're trying to get. Like, it's more of a strategic plan, like how they tell you to have that small business plan. But I might actually do a template. Let me write that down. But you need to do a template of like, what are you looking for when you do that, you know, out in the continent, because there are some things that you're not accounting for. And one is majorly, who is your audience? And is your audience expat, local, rich? You got, it's so many different levels of where money can be flown and go. Like, dude, it's so much. So you have to look at that. Number nine on the hotline is cars. Oh my God, You dealing with cars, you trying to rent a car, you trying to and none of this, when you say, oh my gosh, there's probably renting cars, you're going to be like, oh, license, paperwork. No, it's the car itself. Like, number one, for those people who know, or in My Cousin Connection, we have a person who we recommend for car stuff. So whenever you reach out to My Cousin Connection, that's who we recommend, members only. Because, like, number one, just even dealing with situations like that is really hard. You don't know what's going on. You always need to have somebody watching to know if somebody is trustworthy or not, because they might, you know, the same thing they do in the States where they mess up something extra, so you have to come back. But just in general, y'all, the cars, I don't even want to say the upkeep of cars, just cars, like stuff. Number one, if you're going to rent a car, 9 times out of 10, it's going to come to you on E. It's going to come to you on E. In fact, if you trust your dude, shoot them $5K and be like, put gas in this car and like show me the receipt. In fact, don't even shoot them $5K. Tell them to go to the gas station and then give you the Momo code of the gas station so you can put that there and just bring me the car with gas. Because yes, it has happened to me where somebody's brought me a car on E and I ran to get the car and put gas in it, and the car ran out of gas on me in the driveway, and I was livid. Like, we literally had to go on foot and go to the petrol station and get one of them little things and then come back and pour it up, which also messes up your time. Let me go ahead and put that down. Time management. Because the car, this is just rentals. This is just rentals only, just renting. Once you, like, honestly, if you find you a good rental, like, you hold on to them, because people rent their own cars out, and then also go ahead and get video, whatever, like, of what they say is broken, was not broken before. But like, I've been in a car, I know a couple people, like, car stopped, we in a rental, baby, car stopped, this happened, check engine light come on, this, like, so you can't depend on a car. You cannot depend, like, your heart on a car. And then when you even break that down, let's say you're trying to get cars here or whatever, like, an American car ain't an African car. And I learned that junk in Dubai. Like, our American cars cannot do what they could do in Dubai. That heat was killing them. It was killing them. It was out the game. So out here, you talking about your shocks and everything. Like, the roads is, I don't even see the roads I'm on, and that's decent. Roads be rocky, and then once rain season hits, because the pave, all that stuff, it moves places, it moves different places, and you're gonna be like, well, I'm in the city all the time, it ain't gonna matter. You just don't know. You just don't know. So the car conversation, like, that's a whole hour of just talking about cars and other people's stories and all that other stuff. Number 10, number 9, number 8, landlords and renting. Now, know this first, that if you sign a rental contract, it can be what's that, where you can go to, you don't have to go to RIB, you can go to your cell officer, and they usually can clear a lot of stuff up, because nobody wants to have a bad reputation and name, so that's get stuff done, so you can't. But your landlords out here are not landlords. They're people who own houses, and there's no, like, landlord union, you know, all that other stuff. Like, dude, it's just whatever they say, it is. Like, but just, like, we've had situations like people watching or whatever else, like whoever. Now, I've had, like, my landlord, my last 2, awesome, love them, and matter of fact, when I love them, I'm trying to stay there, I'm trying to be there. But honestly, you're not renting something from a landlord that is a business-minded person. You're usually renting from someone who owns a house. And those two different things and how business is done is different. And it is a prime thing that people are going to tell you. You're going to be going someplace and you're going to be looking at a house. You're going to be like, well, this ain't done. They can be like, oh, that's going to be fixed next week. No, it's going to be fixed after they get your deposit. Like, a lot of repairs happen off of that deposit. And so if you're playing that game, and I know that, you got to be careful, because once you give up that 100%, the work is done. So, like, real quick, like, I'll give that like half of it, or 70% of it, and make this done. And honestly, the more you rush, don't mean nothing to them, but it also means on the type of landlord. Like I said, the 2 I had last, love, but there's enough stories out there, baby. Now I will say that a lot more people, especially if your houses are kind of up and they're trying to accommodate a certain type of person, they kind of act a little different. But just know that the landlord, you cannot go in assuming things. The landlord is a person who owns the house. If they're a business, they're a business, but most times it's the person who owns the house or property. Oh, number 7, clarification. Just because somebody say yes don't mean yes. And it's not a no neither. It's just that everybody says yes. So if you really got your heart bent on something, like, you ask that question, and you can ask it like 2 or 3 different ways, because that lets you know if they understand it or not. And don't feel like, because I'm a teacher and I'll be like, can you repeat that back to me? And the people be like, oh, that's demeaning. You shouldn't do that. That's wrong. Bump that. Can you repeat that back to me? Can I make sure that we understand? Thank you very much. I'm just telling you, it be just little stuff that happen. Like, I forgot. Oh, I forgot about the time, like, I ordered, daggone, I forgot what I said. I ordered like a 2XL, and I got 2 XL shirts. Clarification. That's my clarification. I ordered a 2XL. I got 2 XL shirts. Next time, so what I do now when I get shirts, I also say that I'm ordering a total of such and such shirts, and I'm very explicit with what I write. And if I can, I send pictures. Like, I can't even show you now. I got pictures of everything. If I can draw a picture, I draw a picture. So there's little bitty things. So clarification, baby. Because I will be honest, like, yes, English is the national language, but that's also emerging. So comprehensive language, and like, we as Americans speak really fast. I speak super fast. So you have to understand, people are processing things through multiple languages. So clarification. Oh, we about to be out of here early. This don't never happen. Number 6, you're needed. There is a space for you on the continent. There's a space for you, especially if you're willing to give. You just have to find your space. And I tell people, now, don't come on the continent and run. And this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do. Come to the continent, explore, let things flow to you. We have a lot of healing to do, period. We have a lot of breathing that we need to get through. Things are not as rushed as we're used to. So take that time to breathe, learn, whatever. But you are needed, you are wanted. You just need to find your space and honor that space. Please, I'm going to say, for the sake of us, for those who learn, like, you couldn't act up in church, or you couldn't act up in the mall, because mama would be like, once you act up, they think all of us are like that. It's same out here. The moment that a black expat, or if you are, doesn't pay a bill, we carry that weight. Once you turn around and shy somebody, we carry that weight. You're not here on your own. You are carrying in the people who are here, the people who came before you, and the people who are coming after you. No, can I have water? Can you buy one? Can you buy 2 waters? Thank you. I don't know. Where's there to buy water? Have water with you. It's hot.
I'm going to buy cheap.
You're going to buy cheap or chips?
Cheap.
Cheap? Oh, the water I don't drink?
No.
Okay, then get the 2 waters, because I'm dehydrated, please. You need more money?
No, container.
That's how the water goes? I didn't even know about that, the container. No, I don't have a container. You know where I'm at. This is what happens when you're in town. This is what happens when you're in there. This stuff is different. You got to bring your own container. There's a Fanta container.
Did that disturb you?
Yeah, I'm on video.
Is it live?
It's not a live, it's pre-recorded. You want to be on? You want to say hi or say no? You want to say hi?
Hello?
Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
That's Vladimir. That's the man. That's the boss man over the rabbits. All right. Okay, I'll make it quick. You're needed. Water. I snuck that one in. All right, so that's where I'm at now. Errands. So we are so used to like I have a list of like everything I'm supposed to do. I have learned that my list of 20 things to do in one day ain't gonna happen. Like, it is, I don't even know what time it is. It's like probably 11 a.m. I started at 7:30 a.m. drove here. We have gotten 2 things completed. And no, don't look at me and time management. You just gotta go with the flow. Like it took, you had to get some steel pressed. They was just pressing the steel, how they was pressing and pressing and pressing. And I just sat there and took me a nap right there. Then I wrote out this list. Then now we have to go pick up some wires and stuff. We done been to 3 different stores. He doing wires, and I sat here and started doing this live. We on 15 minutes. Like it just take time. So I charge up the phone, good music, do what I gotta do. Get some coins because you do pay for parking. You pay for parking. So get your coins, or you can Momo, but you get your coins. But taking like your errands, like that time of when I used to be like gunning it, supersonic, like pop, or like literally when I left this morning, Mom was like, "When you coming back?" I don't know. Because we gonna get everything done. So since we gonna get everything done, I have no clue, not an air clue or how long it's gonna take because we got to get it done. So we just gonna sit here till it get done. Bam. So that's time and all of that stuff. Number four, transportation is a cost. You're going to get here like whether it's taxi or Yago, so you need to know the game. Number 1, if you download VW Move or you download Yago, you can download and they will turn around and give you the estimated cost to go from one place to another. You can turn around and just use that estimated cost and show a random taxi person and start negotiating from there. So they will tell you that. Number 2, all government taxis or people who ride cars are supposed to have a meter. And there's a sign on there that they must use the meter. Most motos have a meter as well. So you can just turn around if you don't trust things or whatever, like ask for the meter usage. And they supposed to do it. And not, you find you another person, right? But transportation and like when you come out here, oh wow, I like that. Did we buy that? Did we buy this?
Yes.
How much did this cost?
$1,500.
$1.50. I like that.
5 liters.
5 liters of water.
Yes.
That's good. That's actually a really good. That's a really good price.
Yeah, it's good. You see,
What
it's
is
sealed. You see?
And it's sealed.
Yeah. It's sealed.
Okay. All right. I've got to do 3 more. Is that okay? I got to do 3 more for here, and then we can leave. I'm not driving. I did like a top 10 things to know about.
Okay.
So if you tell me I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay. So transportation can be very costly. You do have the public bus, you do have motos, but if you're doing like taxi and car, you're spending money. Because usually the average to go someplace might be between $5 to $7, and then you're also coming back. So I usually had like rented a car for a day and like ran all the errands. And your average car rental can be between like 35 to like 45, 50, and you have to understand. And then you paying for gas. And you remember that gas is coming to you empty. So you just leave it back that way. Number 3, people are trying to move to Kigali. Let me say this correct way. And people like, I know people who've come in and they've been like, oh, I'm gonna live in Kigali. My house is gonna be $200 a month. Watch this. What if I'm gonna get me a house for $200 a month? What kind of house am I getting?
$200
a month.
$200 a month.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a house, nice house.
Don't know. No.
No?
No. Here in Kigali.
Here in Kigali, you can get a studio.
Thank
Nice
you. There's a
studio.
difference between a house and a studio.
Okay, you can get a good studio.
I disagree. I would say the studio started $300 unfurnished. You got to put that in unfurnished.
Yeah, unfurnished.
Unfurnished.
studio.
Unfurnished.
Yeah, 200 is fine for a good studio.
Does that good studio have hot water?
No.
See how easy it is? See how easy it come off? Because the expectations are different, dude. The expectations are different. That studio ain't gonna have not near hot water. You gonna boil your water.
You don't need the hot water.
You do need hot. We have this argument all the time.
No,
You do need hot water.
The weather is cool. You don't have to have a hot water.
You have to have hot water. Hot water is essential to life. Okay, so anyway, so I'm not here about the price. I'm here to tell you that the economy of Kigali, the economy is like up. Like literally your Rwandan francs is $1. So you're dollar to dollar. It is not the place where people are trying to go. Like you're looking at videos of Gambia or certain.
You say one.
Oh yeah, it's 1,000 franc to $1. I'm sorry. But people are looking like at videos of Gambia or looking at videos of some parts in Tanzania, and then you're taking that philosophy and then you're coming to Kigali and you're coming in with a totally different price point. And now I've said it before, Kigali is not expensive to live in unless you want to live like that bougie lifestyle, but you do have to be practical with your dollars and money. And so it's not, you're not coming here off your tax refund and balling out of control and living here for 2 years. Like even people who are coming here who are on a limited income or whatever, they're on a budget. It's just you can get so much more for your budget. You can get a lot more done for your budget. You have a lot less stress of things that you have to worry about, but you're still on a budget. So please don't come here. I know people who be trying to be like, I got $500. I'm going to be in Kigali for a month and a half. No, you're not. Let's see what happens here. $500. Now this is a local Rwandan, so this is the different of months. $500.
Budget.
For a
monthly
month,
budget.
For a monthly budget.
Okay, you can find a house for 200.
Okay, with no hot
Yes.
water, no stove, no refrigerator,
House for 200.
unfurnished.
Yeah, and food and all the bills.
Why is beer number 3 on the list? Why is your beer number 3 on the list? Why? Because that's how important beer is. That's how important beer is. You didn't say clothes. You didn't say washing. You said food, then beer.
No, I didn't say beer.
You said beer.
I said beer. Other beers like electricity. I said beers.
Okay, electricity is a good price. Cash power is a good price, and your water.
Yeah, but you can live at 500. Yes, it's true.
With roommates. With roommates. Okay. I mean, you technically can't. You're not eating out. You're not partying. Difference of opinions.
You don't party every day.
You don't party every day. All right. Number 2. No matter what, to me, all the housing you have to do, you will have a concern about plumbing. I think that just the way plumbing is, we always have a concern about plumbing, just how things are built and piping. So just know. So once you get out here, find you a plumber. I got me a plumber. I love him. But find you a plumber. I can't be here all day. We got to go. Number 1, time freaking management. First of all, I'm going to bring him in again. Just let me let you know. Difference of opinions. Okay. Let me ask this question here. Sir, you are representing Rwandans and the Rwandan nation with this final question. Ready?
Yes.
Do Rwandans be on time?
Most of them, they are not on time, but some of them, they are on time. They are on time schedule.
Let me say this. He ain't going to say nothing against Rwanda, no matter what. And I'm not saying this against Rwanda because, let's be honest, we have CP time too. But that time management piece.
It's not everybody who are not on time.
But there is a time. Like, it takes a long time to get stuff done sometimes. Yes or no? It's not. Stuff don't move like this. Stuff don't move like this. Yes or no?
You're not robots.
No, you're not robots. What else? Tell me what else. Does it move like this?
No.
It doesn't move like that. It doesn't move like that. It's very simple.
Yeah, but we are very, very working hard persons.
Representing the nation. Nobody has said y'all not. Okay, Rwandans are very working hard. They are very nice. They get things done. They try hard. But CP time, that's colored people time. And African time are two different. Let's put it this way. All right. You went to a wedding yesterday, right?
Yeah.
What time did they say on the invitation for the wedding? What time did they say? They said 9 a.m. or 9 p.m.?
9 a.m.
What time did the wedding start? And tell the truth.
10.
It did not start at no 10. That's probably when people start first walking in.
No, it
started
started at
It started at 10.
Yeah.
What time did the party end?
And
Yeah.
I didn't end the party.
What time did you leave?
I leave at 4
4 p.m.
Yeah.
So while he's saying it nice, I will say that time and time management, like things just happen. It's not what we're used to. It's not what we're used to. And we are like, for us, time is money. Like that's a good way for me to put it. For us, time is money. Time is money. And out here, time is time. Basically, the way that I've had to adjust is that I stopped looking at what time things were supposed to start and just know what time it has to end. Because they gonna finish. What was the time? Remember the tent? That I was like, the party starts at Saturday, such and such. It's supposed to rain. We had all these things going on. Please bring the tent on Friday. Did they bring the tent on Friday? They brought that tent Friday at 2 a.m. in the morning. Yes or no? It was before we needed it, but it was not at the time we asked for it. What time did the sign come? The sign was supposed to come that we got for like, it was supposed to come at 11 a.m. The sign came at 5:30. And I knew it was going to come at 5:30 because it had to get up before dark. Otherwise, the boy couldn't see how to put it up. Yes or no? I just learned, like, you don't ask what time things start. You just tell them what time it must be finished. All right, that is the end. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for your input. Not to 500. Not to 500. Oh, and then you shopping in the market. Do you even shop in the grocery stores? Look at the face, see? So if you're doing grocery store shopping, that budget that's not your budget. Just letting you know.
Local market, everything organic. Yes, everything organic at the local market. Yes, I'm telling the truth.
Where do you get your pasta?
I don't eat pasta.
Where do you get your bread?
Bread is good.
I know bread is good. Where do you buy your bread?
At
The local market.
Local market.
What do you buy your... I'm trying to think of stuff that we buy that y'all don't buy.
You buy like
Cheese.
cornmeal, mayonnaise.
Do you buy all that stuff?
Sausage. We buy stuff that we use at that time. We don't have fridge. We don't need fridges.
You do need fridges.
No, we don't need fridge.
You need fridges.
No.
You need fridges. You need fridges. You need fridges.
No, if I go buy potatoes and beans and collard or dodo, I just boil them and cook them and eat them and finish. That's it.
And we get refrigerated food. Store food, leftovers.
What leftover?
Well, that's because y'all be eating. We have leftovers. Y'all don't be having no leftovers. There's nothing ever left over.
Yeah, but for 500, yeah, we can live a better life for 500 here in Kigali.
Outside Kigali.
My number is...
What you giving your number? Outside Kigali, yes. All right, we gotta go.